Hey everybody, it's Flatter Santa with another week of pickups. And this week is the pickups that ended on April 22nd, 2025. Some cool stuff this week, so let's get right into it. First, I've got uh, Brave and the Bold number 79. It's a it's a classic Neil Adams cover. Um, Batman and Deadman. Uh, just a cool cover again. Neil Adams, tough to pass up, especially when it's at a good price. So got that. Uh, Next up, we have another Neil Adams. I kind of went Neil Adams crazy uh, last week. So we've got Detective Comics 389, Batman in the middle of a crazy mirror place. Again, cool cover. Neil Adams, tough to pick up or tough to pass up. Again, 397, cool purple cover. Neil Adams as well. Detective Comics 397. We've got a ghost. We've got Batman being thrown off the. Uh, I'm guessing it's the trellis. Um, cool cover. Love purple covers from in the 15-cent time. And again, Neil Adams can't pass it up. And here's one that I've had before, but I definitely got it again, uh, just because it's a little bit nicer than my copy. Um, Detective 401. It's again Neil Adams, Batman coming into a hunter's lair, and you see the hunter's got a spot specifically reserved for Batman. What'll happen? Well, spoiler, there was a number 402, so he survived. But still, cool cover. Neil Adams, gotta grab it. This one, again, this next coming one, it's not the greatest shape, but I love this cover. It is 413. It looks like the witch from the witching hour, um, which is, as I said, I'm really getting loving the DC horror, the Bronze Age. And again, Neil Adams, cool cover. Love the brown. Other than this crease right here, this would be a really nice copy. I mean, it would be probably in the I'd say probably sevens. I mean, I like this cover. This is really nice. Now we're getting a little bit away from detective, but still in the Batman world, and that's Silver Age Batman 147. Again, it's little baby Batman coming to save the day in his little shorts and his suspenders. Robin's gonna have to make sure uh, keeps an eye on him. Next, we've got Batman 160, and this is a really nice. Well, let's say it's on the mid grade to getting, so like six to maybe 6.5. But still, for that old a Silver Age, that's not too bad. It's Batman 160, and we've got an alien crime boss, uh, and he's going to take over the city. Batman better stop him. And of course, another Neil Adams cover. Uh, we've got 188, or sorry, not Neil Adams, Carmen Infantino. Um, and I love this cover. It's the Batman Eraser cover. It's the, my God, one of the worst thought concepts in of villains maybe ever, but I still love it because it's pure cheese. Uh, it's Go Go Checks cover, and but still silver and really cool. Actually, like, and a little bit of purple, so can't go wrong. Still, uh, still with Infantino, Batman's having an auction day with Batman 191. This is when Batman's selling off everything. He's like, I'm done. I'm gonna sell it all. Everyone's crying. Alfred, Dick, they're just crying. They're like, no, don't sell the Batmobile. I need it for a date next week. Uh, but another Infantino cover. Infantino went on to do some really cool stuff in Flash and Hulk and uh, it's a lot of fun. So again, we're going back to Neil Adams stuff because again, as I said, I if I see Neil Adams stuff at good prices, I'm gonna pick it up. So we've got Batman 219, a little bit of subscription crease, but you know what? I love this cover. It's really cool. We've got right after 219, we've got 220, and again, Neil Adams cover. Wasn't a lot of crazy keys in the time. I mean, it wasn't until around like 230s when you started seeing some more keys, and even 227, which is the big Neil Adams book that God I absolutely love and try to pick up every time I see it at a decent price. Um, but there weren't really keys. It was more about Neil Adams and his artwork. Uh, so we've got 220. We've got 221. Now this one's a lower grade. I do have one in a higher grade. I just got it because it came in the set with 219 and 221, and I wanted those. And it's a Neil Adams cover. It's a well-known cover. A little bit lower grade, but you know what? As I said, I got it in the set or in the bundles, so I'm not going to complain. It was a good price. Next, we've got 224. And again, Neil Adams cover. Nothing really crazy, but again, just a cool mid-grade, 6 or 5.5 to 6.5 range. Cool Batman stuff, and you just can't go wrong. And we've got a beautiful copy, and I mean a beautiful copy, of Batman 368, the very first Jason Todd as Robin on the cover. This is when he officially becomes Robin. So he's the second Robin, and we all know what happens to him later on. But yeah, this is a beautiful copy. And of course, since the beginning, there's the end. The death of Robin in Death in the Family. Batman 428, but it's in absolutely impeccable shape and it's a newsstand. So this one's getting graded. Uh, they go for stupid money in 9/8. Mignola cover. Love the Death in the Family. Also, it was sent to the fans, and fans got to decide whether Robin would live or die in this issue. And of course, as you know, bye bye, Robin. Now, next, I saw this and I got it so super cheap that I couldn't pass it up and I love the cover. It's foily goodness. Um, it's the haha cover. It's known as it's the Night Terror's Batman. It's the first full appearance of Insomnia, debut of the Nightmare Stone. Um, it's the green foil store exclusive. It's limited to 1,500 copies. So I got it super cheap, so I'm not complaining one bit. Getting away from Batman, but staying in the DC universe. Love these two. Got this as a bundle set. This is Infantino, and this I I've been wanting a nicer copy. I've got a nice copy, like probably 9.0, 9.2, but this is 9.8 candidate grading copy. This is beautiful. This is 323 of Flash, along with 324 of Flash. And it's the Flash versus the Reverse Flash or Professor Zoom. And in 324, it's where Flash kills the Professor Zoom. And later on, you'll know that the whole arc of Flash on trial near the end of the run. So really cool. And those are beautifully gradable copies that I want to get. I can't seem to stop buying Neil Adams stuff, although this is really cool. I mean, it's Phantom Stranger, number 13. Phantom Stranger digitally in the back. Uh, Little boy with finger guns causing problems. Uh, just cool goodness. Definitely had to get it for my Phantom Stranger run. Now, uh, moving away from DC, a little bit over to Marvel. And this is a beautiful, beautiful copy, a gradable copy, in fact. Um, Maybe not 9.8, but definitely 9.496. But still a beautiful, beautiful copy. And it's Iron Man 118. It is the cameo appearance of uh, James Rhodes, or James Rhodes. Well, the first appearance um, in interiors at least. So really cool. And of course, to follow it up, got 425 or 125, should I say? And that's the first cover appearance of James Rhodes. And that's getting into the Demon in a Bottle uh, at 128. So really cool stuff. Love it for the run. Um, Sticking with Marvel, we've got Thor 210. Nothing crazy, but it was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful copy. Nice Bronze Age goodness. I mean, this thing's gradable all day long. So if I see something that I like, it's very high quality and really cheap. As I said, perfect storm. That's coming home with me. Next up is Marvel Premiere 17. This is the origin and third appearance of Iron Fist, uh, Danny Rand as the Iron Fist, and it's the first appearance of Triple Iron. Uh, 15 was obviously the first, or Premiere 15 is obviously the first appearance, but this whole run, that Premiere, when they were testing out Iron Fist before they bring him over to Power Man, um, it was sort of the testing ground to see how people would react. And they did. And, you know, Power Man and Iron Fist have been a great team ever since. Absolutely love this cover. Really nice copy. I'll eventually probably upgrade it, but it's still an 8.0 copy. Incredible Hulk 115. So we're only what it was 102 or 103 that started the run after Tales to Astonish. Um, so we're 10 11 issues in, and this is where the a big predominant, not anything key related, um, but it's a cool leader cover. It's Herb Trimpe art. Um, Herb Trimpe is my Hulk. Uh, JR was awesome, but Trimpe, he's my guy when it comes to the Hulk. So had to pick that up. And next, keeping with old and Bronze Age Marvel, Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos number 69. He hasn't got his eye hurt yet, so it's Nick Fury still got both eyes. Really cool, absolutely beautiful copy. Um, I'd say probably around a 90, 8590, like really beautiful copy, maybe higher. I love that blue and purple type background, just deep, amazing. I hope it shows up on screen as nice as it is here locally. Now I had this copy, and I got it in a 9.8. It was for the store exclusive, and we got it given at the Diamond Retailer Summit in, I want to say, well, whenever it came out. So, um, but this is the director's cut, and it just looked cool, and it was like $1, so I couldn't pass it up, and it's in beautiful shape. It's Ghost Rider #1, the director's cut. I think it's the 2003. It's definitely the Garth Ennis, and drawn by Clayton Crane. So it's a really cool Ghost Rider cover. Um, had to pick that up. Next, we've got one I've been searching for a while because I didn't have a beautiful copy of it, and now I do. And that's Doorway to Nightmare #1, the first appearance of Madame Xanadu. Really cool cover. Um, Again, the purple, hard to keep clean, hard to get high grade. really nice. And as I said, I'm really getting into the DC Bronze horror, so this is part of it. Next, we have, keeping with the same theme of the girls and Halloween sort of horror. It's the Grimm Fairy Tales 2013 Holiday Special. Just girls, sexy outfits, Halloween time. Plus, I mean, come on, the little dog. I mean, you can't go wrong. I just got it because I wanted it for my when I do my Halloween countdown and show the covers. I needed some new stuff, so I got that. The next we've got Armageddon #1. This is the Anti-Millennium edition, limited to 3,000 copies, and it's a lot of the Coffin comics and just that universe, the Lady Death, Evil Ernie, Purgatory universe. It's got everybody, and it's a little bit of everybody in there. So I just really like the cover, and it was super cheap. Next is The Cow Special #1, and the cow is Top Cow. So this actually is a Wizard World LA 2004 edition, the J Company exclusive. So J Company actually takes these and wraps the actual comic is it becomes a double cover. J Company actually creates a cover outside of the regular one, and it's limited to 500 copies. And you see this a lot. It's the sketch cover J Company. Now, unfortunately, you cannot grade these, as I've said before. J Company, when they do the double cover, it has a little bit of it's got a little bit of an overhang, and it and what happens is, I guess, in the encapsulation process, it'll destroy the comic, and so that's why they don't, CGC and CBCS and whatever don't get it. Also, it comes with the regular J Company COA. Next, same thing, J Company COA, but Wizard World Philly. It's Aphrodite Aphrodite 10 #4. It's the Wizard World exclusive. It's the convention exclusive, again, limited to 500 copies. And Aphrodite, it's all about the Top Cow universe. I was reading it a lot when I was younger, probably in the 2000s when before I got out of comics. So it's got a lot of nostalgia for me. It's that Witchblade, Darkness, Aphrodite, um, Magdalena, everything sort of universe. Dark Child, really really cool. I really enjoyed it. So, but speaking of Witchblade, we've got #75, and this is the New Dimension Comics Pinup Edition. It's signed by Dave Nestler. Um, so this is probably going to go off to CGC, get verified. Um, it's Witchblade at its finest. I mean, it's really cool. Something I didn't have, so I had to pick it up. And it comes with some cool stuff. Not only the New Dimensions comics, but there's also where they had a at New Dimension or Damaco's with New Dimension. I guess they'd have a viewing party uh, to watch Witchblade, and this is one of the coasters. So that was kind of cool. By the way, the Witchblade was a TV show at the time when it came out, so that was really cool. Um, Witchblade, going from Witchblade, obviously back to Fathom, because you know I love getting the Fathom stuff. Fathom number 13, the Dynamic Forces cover of 13. It's a connecting cover. Goes 11, 12, and 13, if I'm not mistaken. So, really cool. Got the Dynamic Forces sticker, got the COA. Um, Still staying in the good girl art. Uh, we're going to go with J. Scott Campbell. And it's the Hero Comics 2011. It's J. Scott, or I guess it would be 2011 number one, I guess. Um, it's the 1 in 25 variant. It's part of the Hero Initiative. I guess they do a Hero Initiative to raise money for stuff, and this is uh, their cool book that they do. So that was awesome. It was the benefit book. Next, we went from J. Scott Campbell, and now we're going to go into a little bit of Dave Stevens. And this thing's a square bound. It's a little bit of a thickie, or not just square bound, but like prestige format. So it's Eclipse Books, but it's Dave Stevens goodness. Uh, sexy, sexy nurse. Not quite sure what the possum and the eye patch and the gunner's all about, but I guess you had got to read it to find out. And it's the best of Isaac Asimov's science fiction. So everyone knows who Isaac Asimov was. So again, Dave Stevens. That's kind of why I grabbed it. Love the good girl art. Sticking with the Dave Stevens, and I had to kind of nicely put some tape in a specific place. It's the Venus Domino Candlemas Eve Special Edition. This is by Veritech uh, Publishing, which is Glenn Danzig, and Danzig's my favorite band. And my first name's Glenn, so that makes it even cooler. But yeah, this is Dave Stevens on Venus Domina. Um, and I think it's yeah, it is number one. So it's the Venus Domina Candleman's Eve number one. Um, it's his. I had to nicely place it, but you can use your imagination. Sticking with cool girls, this was NYX number four. Now everyone knows NYX number three is the first appearance of Laura Kenny, or X-23. I think this is the cooler cover. Um, as much as three is iconic, I think this is even more so. So every time I see it, if it's cheap, I grab it. I'm not a big Peach Momoko fan, and well, it's not that I don't like her stuff. It's just I don't like everything she does. In fact, I only like a few things, but this is definitely one of them. This is one of the coolest covers I've seen her do, and it is Amazing Spider-Man 48. It's a version, as I said, Peach Momoko, but it's a 1 in 100 variant. I got it cheap. This thing is expensive. Like, I got it real cheap. I don't think the person knew what they had. Um, but either way, really cool cover. I think Peach's version of Gwen there is really cool. I think it's Gwen sort of the anime style. So I think it's kind of cool. And speaking of Spider Gwen, now this copy is off to a buddy. I got it, and when I said, "Hey, I got this. I'm gonna send it off to CGC," he's like, "I'll buy it from you right now for whatever." So I, he wanted it, he needed it, so I gave him I sold him the copy. This is in beautiful, beautiful shape. This needs to get graded. This is absolutely gradable copy. I already have a 9.8 in it, so but at the price, it was worth it. And I made a little on it, so I'm not complaining. But it's into the or Edge of the Spider Verse #2. It's the first appearance of Spider Gwen. Um, kind of a big book, especially for modern age. Uh, really cool, absolutely beautiful copy. Next is Ultimate Enemy #1, and it is the San, Sander, Sandoval or Sandoval incentive foilgram variant. It's a 1 in 25. It's shiny. And, shiny and Spider-Man kind of make me buy. So it was really cool. Had to get it. This I couldn't believe went as cheap as it did. I don't get it. I think everyone was asleep when I was bidding because no one bid against me and I got it real cheap. I mean, like $5 cheap. Um, Spider-Man 2099 #1. Now I know there's lots of these, but it's not just regular. It's a newsstand copy, and they go for a pretty penny and 9/8. And this has got it shot at it. I have to say it's the cleanest one I've ever seen, at least in newsstand. It's obviously the first full appearance of Spider-Man 2099, with 365 being his original, but it's absolutely cool. Um, hard to pass up. There is not a tick, there is not a lick, there is nothing on that copy. So that puppy's going off to get graded too. Next, getting away from Spider-Man a bit, going a little into the indie scene. And we've got Cerebus #0, signed by Dave Sim. Now, I'm a big Cerebus fan. I love Dave Sim's work. Um, when I was a kid, Cerebus and Dave Sim were, some of the books I was actually reading. Uh, thought I was a little cooler than I was, but you know, as you can see, he's even got a spot like it's later because it's got a Spawn uh, skateboard. But Cerebus was kind of I read quite a bit of it when I was younger, so it holds some really cool nostalgia, and of course, signed by Dave Sim. So next, I saw this and I'm like, yes. Yes, I must buy this. I must buy this immediately. There is no, I don't care what it costs, but thankfully it only cost $1. Um, but as you know, with my puppet, he loves to state that he's for the naughty boys and girls, because that's the way you should be. He says, you're going to get Jello in your stocking instead of coal. So when I saw this, I just laughed and I'm like, yeah, buy it. It's The Adventures of Jello Man and Wobbly. I mean, I have no idea what it is. It looks like a Gumby ripoff, but I just I saw it and I'm like, yeah, this I gotta get this. This has got to be one of those uh, books in my collection that will never leave. So next up, we've got Ant number 5. Now, Ant was a really cool idea that Image came up with. It survived a bit, but didn't last too long. Um, but they were very low print runs, very low print runs. And it was Mario Gully. I actually got to meet him. Uh, Actually, I met him twice. Once at Baltimore Comic Con, and I think it, I think it was the Marcosia booth too. But either way, um, this is the Spider-Man homage or the Spider-Man 1 homage, because that's kind of what Ant is. It was sort of the Spider-Man type of character that they were trying to bring in. And as I said, it's the Spider-Man Todd McFarlane 1 homage. So really cool. And we also have number 10. And Jeffrey Kaufman, um, I got to meet, he did his own book. And if I'm not mistaken, he was a lawyer from Florida. And I got to meet him, and he did sort of a book unto himself. And again, if I'm wrong, I'm mixing somebody up, but I'm pretty sure that's who it was. Um, so getting these books kind of brings back stuff from the early 2000s when I was a little bit more in the industry. Next, we have The Goon, number 1 from Dark Horse. And as I said last week, if you haven't picked up The Goon, go out and grab it, please. It's an amazing read. The story's awesome. It's an Eric Powell book. You will absolutely love it. Then we've got the number 2 from Albatross, um, which I showed the number 1 from Albatross. I think it was last week. And a really cool book. Again, it's sort of that weird, like, not sci-fi, but not horror either, but just cool, um, like thriller type of stuff. I really enjoyed The Goon. I loved reading it, so I really want to go back and read some of them again because I haven't read it in a while. Next, we have Vortex number 5 from Heroes of, or I can't remember, H of H. They did, and the reason why this is so prevalent, you're like, oh, okay, well, it's a cool cover. It's really cool. But this is the first appearance of Cyberfrog. And that, you know, thanks, Movie Man, for getting me the first copy, but I found another one. It's a little nicer shape. This one's definitely getting graded. Well, they're both getting graded, but this one definitely is probably this should get a 9.8. So there's an interior pinup page in the illustration of Cyberfrog inside on the back page. So it's really cool. It's his first appearance. I guess you could say it's his cameo appearance, but they cite it as his first appearance. Um, Next, you're going to start seeing a little bit more of this from me because I'm starting to get a little bit more into it, and I kind of like them. And that's Archie, but beach scenes or bikini scenes. Archie, if it's a beach scene or a innuendo, especially if it's both, um, the books are a lot cooler. Um, so I got it, and everything's Archie number 10. Cool shape, like really nice shape. I thought it was awesome. Got a really nice copy of Archie and Me number 31. Again, beach scene, bikini scene. It I'm going to be picking them up a little bit more uh, in the upcoming weeks. So keep an eye out for that stuff. Next, we've got a beautiful, beautiful copy. Captain N number 1. This was a cartoon from the Nintendo people. It was really, really cool. Um, and the reason why it's absolutely so important is this is the very first appearance of Metroid Prime in comics. So, for those that played the video game, you'll know what I'm talking about. Um, just something I needed to have. That those Valiant Nintendo comics are just crazy hard to find, and especially in nice shape. And of course, what week would it be without our CPVs? And we've got Firestorm, the Nuclear Man 54, Firestorm, the Nuclear Man 56, Marvel Team Up Spider-Man and Tigra, so Marvel Team Up 125, and of course, two really cool ones. G.I. Joe Yearbook number 1. Again, Canadian price for it. They did it so much they kind of goofed on the on how it looks. They where they did the $1 and had to put or 150 and it was gone to 75. They used just the regular 75 font when it was 75 cents. So really interesting. Love the Canadian price variant. This one is going to get graded. This I have in direct and newsstand. And again, as I said earlier, my name's Glenn. My favorite band is Danzig. This is the comic that Danzig got their inspiration from for their logo. So if you know Danzig's logo, the skull, this is where they got it from. This is Crystar, the Crystal Warrior, number 8, in a Canadian price variant. And as you can see, there is the Danzig skull. This is the one, the only real Crystar that's worth anything, but it's worth a lot. And in high grade CPV, it's worth a whole lot. $3. Because somebody didn't know. Well, the people that sold it knew exactly what it was. They sold it, but no one else knew. So, next we've got Godzilla uh, Godzilla Rivals versus King Ghidorah, number 1. This is a Clayton Crane Godzilla. I don't think I've ever seen a Clayton Crane Godzilla. And once I saw it, I'm like, yeah, that looks cool. I'm definitely picking it up. It's the Black Flag exclusive, and Godzilla exclusives, other than a few, there's not that many exclusives. So I thought that was cool. The last Raw book I've got for this week, um, I got off of JSP or JS Payne, who was our champion the last couple weeks on bragging rights, but he gave me a good deal, and I had to grab it. And it's X-Men number 36, and which is the first appearance of Meccano. So awesome, love it. Uh, Definitely going in my collection. Uh, it's my X-Men is getting closer and closer to be finished off. So now we're going to go to the slabs. And of course, we have Iron Man and Submariner number 1 in a 6.0. It it predates both Submariner and Iron Man number 1. Um, it presents beautifully, like it really looks nice. So I'm not complaining with a 6.0 because let's face it, it looks nicer than a 6.0. So I'm not complaining. Definitely had to grab that. Amazing Spider-Man 33. This is Dr. Connor's or Dr. Kurt Connor's first appearance. And it's a classic, or sorry, Dr. Connor's appearance, not his first appearance. This is Steve Ditko's artwork on the cover. But in a 7.5, it's ASM 33. Cool cover. It's Spider-Man trapped in the sewers. How's he going to get out? Well, you're going to have to read it to find out. Or read a copy that's in much lower grade and isn't slabbed. But either way, um, thanks, thanks, Mr. Josh. That was awesome of you. Got me a really good deal on that, along with the next book. And that's the last one of this week. And that's Spider-Man 122 in a 9.2. The Death of the Green Goblin. It meets my criteria of anything over, or any ASM over 100 has to be near mint minus or better, and that it is. So that was the pickups of this week. I hope you like seeing what I got. Let me know in the comments. Tell me what you got this week. And, you know, because I always like hearing about other people's acquisitions, what they found, what they picked up. So, again, get out there, enjoy collecting, enjoy the hunt, find that diamond in the rough, make it shine, and just have a good time doing it. And as Red Green always says, keep your stick on the ice.
Hey, what are you doing, man? Why are you still sticking around? I mean, if you're gonna be here, hit the like and subscribe. You know you want to do it. Santa tells you to do it. If you don't do it, you'll not get Jello in your stocking next year. The Earth is flat, man. Deal with it.